Number 2 is not the goal. Number 1, lock and load. Hall of Fame, rock and roll. Call my name, Hoffa goes. It's Hoffa. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
When did you start picking up the pen?
Oh wow, I was picking that up earlier because one of the guys from the trash truck, he was running around and I think he heard about one of my rap battles because I had one rap I had.
You was battling?
Not a battle, but
our battles was
let me be honest. The first one I wrote, right?
Right.
Because I was running around freestyle. I ain't right,
Right.
and everybody knew because the freestyle was a freestyle then.
Right.
But this was like my first rap, so I wrote it down.
Right.
And that's when I knew it was like 24 bars, so I knew I could go at anybody with it. It was long enough. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And I'm like, yo.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, let me just handle it. But it was my joint, so everybody heard about it, but I only had one rap. So after I bust my glove, I was done. They like, you gotta get the studio. That's how I met O and them. That's how, cause they was in ICH, and that's how I met O through Jim and D. And I went in there, and you couldn't tell me nothing. It was a struggle, but I took that serious. All the other stuff I was doing when I was doing that, I just made it wait. I just made it wait, and by the time we started running around with them in the Black House, I was ready. Because everybody had that style. Remember back in the day, especially them, I think they was doing the style. It was like, how they rap. I ain't never rap like that.
Right.
So I used to be like, you know what I'm saying? I got to give them my story.
Hey, man, let me tell you a legendary night from back then.
Black House, remember?
The Black House, right? It used to be
Hov
a
was
spot.
out there.
Okay, so I've heard about this
Big
night
Homie was out.
on a couple different occasions. Where like all these rappers was just in one spot and like Hov was there.
Hov came through.
No, this ain't that. This is before Hov though.
No, because the Black House was like one of them joints.
Yeah. So if you was the toughest, roughest,
that was like our tunnel
bar. Yeah, it was like
Philly
our tunnel.
Thing, okay.
So you had to be a demon. Because the Black House was ran by, I ain't even gonna say.
Now, what are these kids doing at this time of night?
Listen, no, you had to be.
Talking about these kids, nigga walk in talking about these kids don't care.
Right.
No, listen,
We had to be demons.
no, rap wise, man. No, our demon was different though. I'm talking about lyrically.
We were trying to make it.
Yeah, it was a lyrical type of thing where it was. You know what?
You had to,
You know what, man?
You had to be nice at it.
Yeah, you had to know how to.
You had to know how to carry yourself, right?
Right.
So I remember this one night, right? Because ICH and the City Hustlers, right? And Major Figgas, we both had artists named Spade.
Oh, right. I forgot that.
Battle for the name in those situations.
We wasn't going for that shit. And they wasn't going for that.
And they was from North too, so they was from their area.
Right.
So they was from North. So I was like, I didn't know they was battle about the names and stuff.
Right.
That's why I went with Omillio Sparks. I wasn't gonna steal Emilio's estimate. Because that's what I know. I was like, I don't want nobody down the line talking about somebody stole something from them and coming to me with that bullshit. So I said, I'm gonna be creative. Kenny's not gonna work. My government name is not gonna work. Who's gonna take me serious? My name's Kenny. So I was like, I was like, you know what?
Kenny Johnson.
I gotta come up with something. Yeah. I had to come up with
Coming
something.
to the stage, Kenny Johnson.
It was this hardcore rap.
We get there that night, right?
Kenneth.
And we on stage,
Yeah.
right? And so Spade came to battle Spade.
I think
That's how it was.
How was this even set up? Like
the general was the guy that ran the Black House,
yeah.
right?
And he said,
No. We just they were becoming so hot in the streets, right?
In the street,
Right.
And we were who we were.
Yeah.
So when people start to make moves, it's like, oh, what's going on? So we were invited to the Black House because they was performing that night, and it's like, okay, we're gonna settle this tonight. Whoever wins can keep the name.
Right.
And I don't know how y'all get into situations like I would have been like, no, nigga. The fuck?
What you know?
I'm
What?
gonna keep my name.
No, it's
I'm gonna battle you, and I'm gonna still keep it.
No,
Yeah, because you know,
hold on.
if you felt like that, you go down to the department, the city department, and you switch it up.
Right.
That's how you do business.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not your name.
about that.
Then it start going to different things, like, well, who gave it to you?
And copyright that?
Yeah.
And the way it was,
yeah.
Spade was like, it's gonna go straight to the point where it's like, we're gonna go battle for this name.
Right.
And it was, we respected it enough to say whoever would have lost that night
Would have changed their name?
change their fucking name.
I ain't never seen that happen.
That was a good.
before,
No, that's how it was.
I mean, I the word. That's good. You know. If you say you make you because all we got is our word.
No, I've heard of this phenomenon of battling for the name, but I've never seen.
Why
that
switch
shit
it, right?
happen. I've never seen that shit happen.
Right. That's why I was just like, let me do something different.
So what happened when they battled?
It was our battles was crazy because they went hours, man.
Yeah, it was
hours
because
bro.
there was a lot of us and a lot of them. You know, it was like
Well, no, the battle for the name.
oh no, that was just for them two.
Yeah,
Spade,
it was just
and
for
they
them
battled.
too, and they
Yeah,
would go
yeah.
to nobody can go
Right.
no more.
And what happened?
What happened that night?
Spade
I know
ended
I
up-
lost my $15. I was just
Spade
throwing
ended
money.
up keeping the name. You know what I'm
ended
saying?
up
But
keeping
it
it.
was more so because the thing about it was when it came to Sparks and Oschino, they were more like top tier, same way we was top tier. It was like
Right.
that's why I don't want to say his name, but Big Homie, they call him Big Homie. That's why he picked certain people because of the level that we was at. You feel what I'm saying? Like so they were top tier, we was top tier. So it was like it was kind of really hard to figure out who was going to keep the name because we was going. We would go, man. Them battles
the battles
were crazy,
were,
bro.
And it was you had to like because at that time, especially with me, I you know how my stuff and I was unorthodox, so you know they wasn't accepting me like that. Hoffa.
Right.
I wasn't accepted that easy too, so that's why it made me an animal.
I came to appreciate your style for like the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I ain't had a flow. I wasn't gonna try to imitate it. So let me just give them who I am. That's pain. You know what I'm saying? Let me just give them this. That's what the world is. Let's get through this. That's all my this is my pain. Let's go ahead and get it out my system. And you know the rest is like, all right, now we can evolve.
Right.
You know.
So in this Black House, this was like the spot where everybody came to and there was so much talent.
Well, it was an
and all that
after hour slash
show
you know,
spot
where
like
young people could go and do what the adults was doing down Center City.
Right.
You
shit.
feel what
Do
I'm
they
saying?
have that in Philly now?
I think they got rid of Black House. That's not
Yeah,
there
that
no
shit
more.
it's over.
I was doing showcasing and stuff like that for people that had that kind of stuff going on for the young guys, but it had stopped. But that I don't think the Black House is none of that going on.
No, it ain't no more. You
Yeah.
know, remember we used to have Studio 37,
Yeah.
Black House. We used to have dancers.
I think they trying to do it. I just saw what's the name of the club? City on 34th and Walnut. What's
City Winery.
City Winery?
Okay, so
I think they started
you know
to
who
do it
running
over
that
there.
right now? Chad from C Diddy from the TRP joint.
Oh,
He-
see, it's a
he
few
running that.
names in there
Yeah,
because
he
I know
running
that
that.
building wanted to get they wanted to revamp things in there, but I think that's what they doing there. But other than that, the Black House is not there no more.
It was gone for a while because the guy that used to own it, he just, you know, a lot of his artists were like, you know, Dirty Reek got killed.
Right.
And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Dirty Reek was actually a part of Major Figgas at one time. And he got murdered.
And he
But
was in Black House.
Yeah, Black General was Dirty Reek, El De Niro. Remember, they was like that
Right.
that fraction of what was going
But
on.
I feel like with a lot of what's going on with the kids today is that they don't have the outlets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could get into whatever I was getting in the hood, but I was still looking forward to Sunday and Tuesday.
There you go.
Pull up at the pyramid, you know what I'm saying? Get
Right.
crazy.
Oh,
you know
that's
what
what
I
y'all
mean?
had, the pyramid?
Yeah, we had the pyramid.
What was that at?
That was Lower East Side.
Okay.
Lower East Side. They had EO Dub end of the week on Sundays and Mental Supreme $1,000 Tuesdays.
So when did it start for you though, man? Like
It was then.
I mean, I know you the orchestrator of the My Expert
that
Opinion,
shit-
but we want to know when did it start for you with the lyrics, bro?
Just, nigga, probably like 10 years old.
10?
There you go.
10 years old. My first rap name was Ice A. for no reason.
Right.
No reason. My real name, if you know my real name, you'd be like,
yeah.
No, but knowing you
know what I'm saying?
though,
Like,
I never heard
this
that
was so
name.
crazy, yo.
Ice A.
Knowing you picked Ice A because it's the
picked Ice
first
A,
letter in the alphabet, and
Number
it
one.
wasn't T.
Cole, and I'm number one. You know what I'm saying?
I do
Word.
that.
So you giving it up, hop? You just totally done with it?
What, as far as the battle rap shit?
Yeah.
I got the itch.
Yeah,
I got the itch. I might go back.
All right, cool. Because you know, it's your passion, your first passion. I know it's kind of hard trying to give it up.
It ain't my first passion. My first passion was music.
Okay.
Music is like that's still like, you know,
That's
I got
different.
180 something joints
Right, I got
sitting
you.
in the stash. Like,
Sparks, let me tell you this, bro. I've heard some of this guy's
Yeah.
original like record.
Yeah. All right, cool. Because I started doing
I'm
my
just
little
saying
homework,
you're a
around.
great
Let me
fucking
find
artist.
out, I gotta do more
no.
research.
Listen, you're a great artist,
Right.
and I've heard some shit, and we gonna on that, but I've heard some shit, bro. Because I always thought math was just battle rap. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was always watching him murder motherfuckers on battles. But then when you hear the duality of this motherfucker could make a record.
I can dig
and
it.
this is why I say, like, this is why I appreciated Omillio's style, because for me, battle rap is one thing. Battle rap is like, okay, all right, let me figure out how to work their rules in my favor.
Right.
But the music that I make, it's life experiences.
There you go.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not based on, yo, I'm the nicest, I'll kill every MC. I'm not that guy.
And I see,
You know what I'm saying?
now,
I'm
I
not
feel you
that-
on that because I
Right.
wasn't the greatest battle rapper either, but I got something off my chest. I want to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like a gladiator sport again. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm trying to get this off my chest so I can reach how many other people like me out there is what I'm trying to figure out.
So,
And then you start looking at the analytics and all that, like, well, damn, how many records we sold? This 1 million copies, another 500 million copies, 500,000, and stuff like that. You be like, damn, that's how many people I can reach through my little pain. All that wine and they so-called wine.
Sparks,
and,
this
I
game
opened
spooky
up.
got me what?
This game juicy got me puffing loosey. So
Listen.
when I open up, you know,
Right.
and I'm at a vulnerable state, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got me. You dig me?
I'm gonna keep it
Now
real
what?
with you. We was at the height of
Yeah.
our battle back then, and when you said that, I said, "This motherfucker, man!" I said, "This motherfucker gonna say that."
Yeah, because we was like at that time, man. Outside of all that other stuff, it was war in the neighborhoods. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the guys setting up shop and they want to go at us, and the young boys thinking we got to fight back.
Yeah.
So we in the middle of that too. So it was like that, guys. You know. So we started rectifying the situation with the moves we made. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, OG, we on, cool that out a little bit. You dig me? Like, damn, we lost a couple people over here. We lost, those kind of meetings. And I used to be out there. You'd be on the middle of the block while it's war. And like, yo, and these
I remember I
conversations
pulled
had-
up to where you was actually at. Remember I came down.
Yeah, for the
and
movie.
actually got us. No,
my bad.
me and you had a meeting. Remember that time?
Right.
had to talk because
Right.
up until shit, man, we let that shit go a long time.
Right.
And we was like, it was like when we seen each other, it was always, I don't know why, me and you always had like a different type of mutual respect. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was just more so on the tip, like when you get this type of view on a real brother or a real man, it changes things because it's like, what are we doing this for?
all right, so y'all in a
This hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.